Hey y'all, you know what? I don't understand why people's rights are being snatched left and right. I don't understand that. People break their neck to come here because it's supposed to be the land of the free. You could do, freedom of speech, which we already know about that. And all this other, you got more rights, you got more freedom, you could be who you want to be, who you need to be in America. Well, that has been changing over the past several years. When Joey was in office, he was determined to take as many rights as possible. And now that he's no longer in office, that same mentality continues. And when Donald was in before, he never did that. He never took your rights away. He never stomped on your neck. He never pulled a Joey. He never said, this is how things are going to go down, and that's that, and this is this. I don't know who is influencing him, but now he's determined to take our rights away, and he has never done that before. So he signed an executive order. Don't ask me why, because I can't tell you why. Somebody must have blackmailed him or something. I don't know. He ain't never did this before. But he signed an executive order that prohibits you from living in your vehicle. Okay. There are signs being posted everywhere that you cannot park between these hours. You cannot reside in your vehicle. If you are in your vehicle and you're deemed homeless, that you can be prosecuted. What? I don't understand that. I don't care if people live in their vehicle, if that's what they want to do. They should have the freedom to do that. Now, if you get to the point where you throwing trash on a street and you're using the public streets as a personal bathroom, that's a different story. But if you're not causing a ruckus where you go and there's no evidence that you were there when you leave, you ain't bothering nobody. He wants to prosecute you. He's telling law enforcement to post signs everywhere. Everybody's posting signs everywhere that you cannot be homeless. You can also be institutionalized because they figured the reason you're homeless is because you are mentally ill or because you are addicted to drugs. Because those would be, quotation marks, the only reasons why you would be living in your vehicle in the first place. So there's a possibility you will end up in an institution. What the I have never in my life seen him act so irrational. Never. Never. He never took our rights away before. I every person in power has done something asinine. Some people have done worse things, like Joey has done horrible things. Tried to sell us to another country. You really don't want to go there. That country has um, property next to every military base in the entire United States. And you don't think he was trying to sell you to another country? Okay. And that's just the start of the shit that he's done, raping us financially and everything else on prices of everything, cleaning shelves out so there's no food on the shelves. All this shit happened under him, including biochemical warfare, but we're not going to go there. Why that's not illegal, I have no idea. But there's a lot of things he did that were illegal and perfectly legal when you have so-called prestige. But homeless people ain't bothering no damn body. If they're living in their vehicle, who is that bothering? I don't know who has put their foot on his neck, but he's putting his feet on our neck. And I don't live in my vehicle, but I'm just talking, I see things that are happening like AI. He's desperate for AI to take over. What the fuck is wrong with you? AI could go wrong. AI could misdiagnose people and they die. What the fuck? I understand why people are leaving this country. I do. I get it. I totally understand it. The only problem is countries tend to copy what other countries do. So if one country's doing something stupid, next thing you know, another country's doing it, and they all start copying because they can't think for themselves. I they're trying to make it a crime for you to live in your vehicle. Now, if you've committed a real crime, we're going to be soft on crime. We're not going to let prosecutors do their fucking job. We're not going to get law enforcement to do their job. They're going to pop you on the wrist and tell you to behave yourself if you committed a real crime. But if you haven't committed a real crime, that's a problem. That's a real problem. We have to take you off the streets. Signs are being posted everywhere that you will be prosecuted if you are living in your vehicle and you can't park between certain hours. Our rights are being stripped. I don't understand what we stood for and what was in the Constitution before it was shredded by Joey, because he flipped everything upside down and Constitution wasn't even a thing, okay, when he was in office. Um, we used to have freedoms, and I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. I really don't. It's weird and it's creepy. I'm going to post inside the description of this video or this podcast. I'm going to post the young lady who, well, she's a seasoned lady. She has law enforcement background. Somebody in the comments said she had law enforcement background. Anyway, she has a copy of the executive order and she tells you exactly what they're planning to do and how they're planning to do it. So she will tell you and read verbatim what the executive order says in regards to this. I I I don't understand what in the hell is going on, and I don't understand who is influencing him to do this. What the fuck is happening to this country? I am pissed. What happened? What was happening? What in the hell is happening? Anyway, I'm going to post it in the description. You guys take care.